What's going on, guys? It's Dime, and today we're going to be doing a couple different things. Going to be restoring this old J Martini, getting this handle fixed up, oiling the sheath down, getting it, maybe sharpening it. It's already got a decent edge on it. And then the person that gave me this knife gave me another project knife I'll show later on. He gave me this one to fix up for him. It's just an Ozark trail, but he wants the handle sanded and oiled and burnished and everything like I do with my wood handles. So that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah, stay tuned. Fixing up these fillet knives and a sneak peek at next week's video, what I'm going to be fixing up and doing for that. I'm going to start with this knife. Just going to sand all this down. First, I'm going to put some tape over these blades so I'm not slicing my hands open while I'm working on them. Alright, got that blade taped up. Now I'm going to start with some 60 grit, get all this clear coat off of here, and work these edges out a little bit, round them a little bit, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, so that's good for the 60 grit. I'm going to step it up to 150 real quick just to get it down a little smoother, and then we'll step it up to 400. Then we'll burn it and oil it, and we'll be done with this part, and then we'll get on to that J Martini. Alright, pretty happy with that. Feels nice and good, nice and smooth, ready to be burnished, and then we'll oil it up and we'll burn it, and then we'll sand it again to get all that excess carbon off the outside, and then we'll oil it up. Let's get to that. Alright, I'm going to sand that down real quick and we'll see how that goes, how this looks. Hot. Alright. Once that gets some oil on it, it's gonna look good. Let's go ahead and do that while it's still hot. Throw some oil on it. Oh yeah. Looking good. I think I'll be pleased with that one. So that's pretty nice looking right there. Let this oil soak in, do a couple more coats. You see how well it's soaking in there. So get a couple more coats on it, let it soak it in, and then this one will be good. Move on to that J Martini knife now. Alright, I got a couple more coats of oil on it. I'm calling that pretty good with this. It feels nice in the hand. It's smooth but not slick. It's real grippy because of that oil in there. Let's get this off the blade. Call this one done. We'll go to that J Martini fillet knife now. Alright. Might use some Never Dull on this. Matter of fact, let me do that. There's one project. Let's go to the next. Alright, for this one, we're going to be starting off with the sheath, getting the oil soaking in it. I'm going to be using 100% pure neat's foot oil. That's what we'll be using. That'll be enough. Won't take much. Get this rubbed on here first. We'll let it soak in for a minute, and then we'll do a briskly rub it down with the soft cloth after. Give this leather some life back in it. Stop it from drying out, cracking. You can see all down here where we're starting to crack and stuff. See how much we can save that. Give that a heavy dose to soak in. Front and back. Can't forget about the belt loop. Let it get a nice soak. Alright. See what a soft cloth will do. Buffing that off there. That's pretty good. Got a lot of life back into it. Still rigid, so it fits the knife right, but it's not all cracking anymore, falling apart. Give it some oil back to it so it won't deteriorate as fast. Now I'm going to apply one more coat of oil to this, set it off to the side, and we'll start working on the knife. Alright, with this Martini you can see it's got somebody sharpied on it and drawn on it, and there's this little chip out of the handle. I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. I'm going to be sanding everything down, cleaning up this brass collet, and yeah, shining everything up, burnishing this handle, oiling it. Let's get to it. First, I'm going to tape this blade as well because it is pretty sharp. Alright, got that taped up. Let's get to it. Alright, got this sanded down pretty good, down to 400. Now we're going to torch it. Alright, sand this down to 400 again, and then we'll oil it up, see how it looks. Right on. Pretty happy with that. Looks pretty good. Alright, last thing we're going to do with this is I'm going to go over the blade and this brass with some Never Dull. Alright, y'all. There's the martini knife all done. These are our two projects for today. Got that awesome martini knife. Redone it. It's still got a little bit of that old stuff that was carved into it and that spot that was dug out of it, but looks good. It's pretty sharp. Got that rehydrated, all the leather for the sheath. It's looking a lot better. Got this one done. Got the handle on it fixed up. Now let me get to projects for one of the next videos upcoming. Today, the person that gave me these knives gave me this. This is a, let me get this right. It's a edge mark. And the handles are loose. That can all be fixed though. I'm going to be taking it apart, getting all the rust off of it, rehydrating these leather stacks, getting everything put back together, maybe epoxying the leather stacks together so that they're not all floppy and independent where they can twist on each other. I don't know if you can see that, they're all independent from each other. I might glue and stack those and clamp them, make them solid. We're going to be restoring this one. Going to be soaking this and brushing this off, soaking it in neat's foot oil, and then clamping it between two pieces of wood, try and get it all to flatten out. We'll be restitching all this, adding a new back panel of leather, trying to keep the factory sheath alive. And then also, the same day I got this, somebody else brought me this because they need it sharpened and a sheath made for it, because that's not the right kind of sheath for it and it needs a little bit of handle work, but it is the same company. This is actually a little bit older. This one is Edge brand. It's Soligen Germany. Both of these are. I think that's pretty cool. So those will be next week's video. Just fixing the handle and everything on this one. Doing a little bit of the handle work on this one where you can see it's kind of twisted wrong. Somebody had taken it apart and tightened it down too much where it squished the leather so much it twisted it as it got twisted on. So we'll be fixing that, straightening it out, getting that Loctited so it stays straight, because you can see that's not straight, it wiggles right now. Getting a nice edge on this, and yeah, that'll be next week's video. So y'all stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, stay up to date with new stuff. Comment down below, let me know what you think of the projects today, and let me know if you're excited for these upcoming ones, these two made in Germany knives. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed. This has been Naim, guys. Thank you very much for watching.